Good morning. How are you guys doing? Hold on here 1 second. I forgot to mute that. I might need that. I don't know if that'll do anything or not. But anyway, how are you? How are you? How are you? Hope all is well in your world. My world's getting a little crazy, a little stressed. Not gonna lie. Mom is not being mom right now. Don't know exactly why. Don't know if dementia has kicked in or what, but causing a little stress, causing a little emotional stress, like worn out emotionally. Like, yeah, not necessarily physically. I fell asleep last night. I never fall asleep this early, okay? I fell asleep last night on my couch. Well, I took an hour nap yesterday afternoon, and then I fell back to sleep before Jeopardy even ended. And it goes from 7:30 to 8. I was out. Do not, good morning, parent. Do not disturb, do not pass go, do not collect $200, nothing. I literally was out. Mr. D tried to wake me up when he went back to bed. Didn't budge, evidently. I don't remember any of it. All I know is I woke up at 2:30 this morning. I was like, huh, what? Looked around. I'm like, okay, it's time to go to bed. So I walked back to the bedroom, crawled in bed, and went right back to sleep instantly. And then I woke up at 10:04 or 3:50, whatever. But let me tell you what, it's exhausting. And I know she can't help it. And I'm thinking part of it's because she doesn't know where she is and she's confused that way. But yeah, it's hard when a parent has dementia and they just get to that point where, yeah. So anyway, how are you guys? Enough of my Debbie Downer. I just had to get that off my chest first thing. So how are you guys doing today? Anything exciting going on? I know you're off today, parent, because you worked a double yesterday. So I might guess uh you might be going out to breakfast this morning, parent. All right, so Gary, are you still in South Carolina? Are you back in Ohio? That's what I need to know. And I just want you to point this out. I just want to point this out to you guys. This is Gary's breakfast. Oh, yesterday you were off and then today you work a double? Good morning. I did get your text, Rodney. I'm sorry. I've been having a stressful day. Notice that Gary's back home. Okay, so they had breakfast. He says it tastes like banana cream pie, Oreos, coffee, bananas, and horseradish. Gary, you are a hoot. I hate to use the word hoot, but you are a hoot. I got this first thing in my email this morning. I'm going, really? Bananas, Oreos, coffee, and horseradish. Off yesterday, double today. Okay, I'm sorry about that, Perrin. Like I said, I'm mentally whatever emotion. Yeah, that. Good morning, Victoria. Um, I did get a text from Rodney yesterday, and I was like the bad friend and did not contact him back. Um, all right. Oh, okay, cool. I got that. All right, I did get your text. I just reread it again. Now, my mom's been in the hospital, and that's kind of taking up all my spare mental capacity that I have, if I have any left. Um, Thank you, Rodney, and good morning, Victoria. I think I said that. So, Gary, you took a short trip to South Carolina. What were you down there like 3 days? And you drove for like 3 days? That's crazy. Where am I? Yep. Okay, I'm good. Um, all right. So, what is our topic going to be today? Yesterday we talked about no matter no care about the money. Where would we want to go on vacation? What is our trip? The day before that, we talked about cars. Okay. Let me think. Okay. Money is no object. Let's try this one. Would you prefer living? Not, I mean, I know you probably love where you live now. I love where I live now. But money no object. Would you prefer living or no? I'm not gonna say prefer living. If money was no object and you could buy a vacation home anywhere you wanted to, where would you have that vacation home? If money was no, I mean, like you can be specific, like, right on the ocean in Nags Head, or, Hilton Head, South Carolina, or Jekyll Island, or Key West, or Jamaica, or Puerto Rico, whatever. You can be specific. You can say oceanfront, soundfront, on a cabin on the wood or a cabin on a lake in on some mountain out in western North Carolina, whatever. 2 days. You drove all the way for 2 days. Um, oh, how much money is enough money to retire on? That's a good topic, Gary. See, I'm just thinking money's no object. Let's buy a house somewhere on a vacation for a vacation home. Um, but of course, that's just a dream. It's just a fantasy thing. How much is enough money to retire on? Um, all right. Victoria says she would buy a vacation home anywhere on the OBX on the ocean. Husband would want the mountains, me here. Okay. All right. That makes sense. I'm here turning this off. Um, all right. Victoria would want anywhere on the OBX. Now, would you go down as far as like Ocracoke, Buxton, Hatteras area that way and all the way up to Corolla or Corova, or would you prefer to be more south? Victoria, just curious. And what part of mountains would your husband want to go to, Karen? North Carolina mountains, Rocky Mountains, Vermont mountains, those what kind of mountains? Smoky Mountains, Blue Ridge Mountains, what else is there? There's all kinds of mountains. Adirondack Mountains, more south. Okay, she want to be more south because it's warmer a little bit more south. I'm right there with you. Okay. And I'm still thinking about your question, Gary. How much money is enough money to retire on? I guess it depends. Any mountains. Okay, that works for me. I guess it depends on your lifestyle. Um, if you want to retire and travel the world, you're going to need obviously a lot more money than if you were just wanting to retire and kick back, relax somewhere, and sit on your back deck in a rocking chair and read books and that kind of thing. So I really don't have an answer for that. But I do know you need, it also depends on if you have like healthcare, long-term healthcare, that kind of thing. Because if you don't have the money and you need to, God forbid, like for instance, my mom is in an assisted living facility. And luckily my father did plan ahead and he had a long-term healthcare policy. So they've been helping pay for her to live there. But it's expensive, man. It's crazy expensive. And I just got hair in my mouth. All right, in about a minute and a half, I'm gonna have to talk real quick, and we're gonna. I'm shocked. Because obviously we play music, and I love music. I'm all about music. I prefer like what we play and classic rock type of, and even some of the rock, like the real rock and roll. Um, and they announced the nominees for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction for 2023. And okay, fine. Sheryl Crow's in there. I don't really consider her like old classic rock yet. She's still kind of young. George Michael, I don't really consider him rock, but hang on 1 second here because I got to talk about 34 seconds. And I'm gonna have to change screens here for a second too. All right, where am I? Hold on 1 second. I'll be back with you guys in a moment. This is Little River Band. Let me change screens here. Hold on one more thing too. Okay. Oh, Bill is feeling much better, by the way. He is across the hall, and he'll probably pop his head in here in a few minutes. 102.5, The Shark. Bill and Cindy in the morning, killer hits all day. That's Little River Band and reminiscing. Good morning. It is 8:09. We're gonna have sunshine today. It's gonna be a little breezy. 63 along the coast, 70 inland, partly cloudy tonight, down to 50. Mostly sunny Friday. 65 along the coast and 72 inland. Checking in this morning, Chesapeake has 53, Elizabeth City has 51, and we have 52 here on at the Shark on NAGSAT, obviously. All right, so the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame nominations have been announced, meaning it's time to start complaining about who isn't there. I know Sheryl Crow got nominated. I believe George Michael got nominated, and a bunch of other people, Kate Bush. But this is kind of shocking. Some of the bands that are not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame: Bryan Adams, America, Bachman Turner Overdrive, Bad Company, Blue Oyster Cult, and the B-52s aren't in there. Boston isn't in there. Joe Cocker's not in there. Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young are not in there. Emerson, Lake and Palmer are not in there. Foreigner's not in there. Neither is Peter Frampton. Okay. The list is going on, by the way. I'm not done yet. The Guess Who, not there. Sammy Hagar. Don Henley is not there. Of course, the Eagles are, but Don Henley is not there. In Excess is not there. Lenny Kravitz, okay, I can see maybe why he's not there yet, but he will be, I'm sure, in time. Huey Lewis and the News, not there. The Monkees, not in there. Meatloaf, not in there. Harry Nilsson, not in there. Ozzy Osbourne, the big impact that he had on the rock and roll world, he's not in there. REO Speedwagon's not in there. Steppenwolf, not in there. Styx, not in there. Neither are 38 Special, Three Dog Night, Uriah Heep, Johnny or Edgar Winter, Warren Zevon, Roger Waters, Weird Al Yankovic even. It's shocking to me. I don't understand what their qualifications, and nothing against Dolly Parton. She's not even rock and roll, and she's in there. I'm telling you what is going on? Well, today in music history is on the way within 10. We'll also give you the opportunity to win some chicken dinners from Bojangles when it's bow time. And we are live on Facebook. If you want to join us right now, go to facebook.com/102.5 The Shark. All right, guys. I'm just shocked at some of the people that are not there. I know we did. We lost one. We did lose a BTO man. I think that was over the weekend or maybe Monday he died. I don't remember. Maybe it was last Friday. But it's just shocking to me that those bands, okay, those bands are not in there. But like I said, hold on, let me get on my list. I can do this. Oh, wrong one. I mean, really, it was shocking to me. The people that are not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame yet. Yeah, Friday. Okay. Gary, I know that. My father had that same joke. Yep, I'm working on my second million. Actually, he was working on his third million. He gave up on the first and second. Yeah, Kate Bush, Sheryl Crow, Missy Elliott, George Michael, Willie Nelson, Rage Against the Machine, and the Spinners. Those are the ones that are getting inducted as performers in the performance category. It's crazy to me. Yes, I do get it. Yes, like I said, my father was working on his third million. He gave up on the first two. Yeah, I'm still working on my first million. I haven't given up on it yet. I don't think I'm ever going to see it, but I'm working on it. You got to have a goal, right? So, but yeah, you know what? Could you please send me some bad English when I see you smile? Oh, you want me? You want me to play bad English when I see you smile? I'm gonna have to look for that one because I don't know if we have that one. Love you and miss you too, Rodney. Rodney is a friend of mine who used to listen to the old radio station I work for, who now lives in Columbia, South Carolina. He moved from up in the Northern Virginia area there with his family. So he doesn't. Yeah, he moved, and I moved here too, so he wouldn't have been listening to me up there anyway. That's why he always checks in here because he's a good friend. Okay. I need to text Bill real quick and tell him come say hi, so you guys know he's alive. Hold on. Come say hi. Okay. All right. I'm telling him to come say hi to you guys. And also, Bill sent me a picture of a scene, which let me get this downloaded so that way you guys can see it when he comes in, because he'll probably kind of laugh at that. All right, men, this is nothing. I'm not bashing you like Rodney and Gary, and Mike's probably like hiding in the wings here, not speaking yet. But why is it when men get sick, like the world is coming to an end? You know what I'm talking about. We hit a record of 8 followers today. No. Yesterday, I think there was 9 or 10. There was quite a few people there yesterday, because I can see a few more. They pop in and out, and it's weird how we can see it. Oh, I didn't say hi. Come say. Oops. What am I? I love my computer. It's just absolutely freaking me out here. All right, let me save image. Come say, and then hi. Oh, my computer's doing weird things. Yeah, no, yeah. Oh, there's Mike. See, I knew Mike was hiding in the wings. I saw you there. I could tell you were here, Mike. on Facebook. All right, I'm telling Bill to come say hi. I don't know what he's doing though. He might be talking on the other radio station. I don't know. See, look at that. But yeah, I am. Did I look down? I don't know if I downloaded it. Ugh, I can't do this. I can't like multitask at once. You know that. But with the computer way over there, it's hard to reach. Oh, it's already there. Cancel. Okay, so I'm going to. When Bill walks in, I will show you guys what happened. How his Bill who? Yeah, that guy. Yeah, that guy. That's what I'm talking about. That Bill who we don't know. Oh, that he's peeking in the window right now, and we're talking about you. We're talking about you, Bill.
Is it bad talk?
Well, this is an actual true scene from Bill's house.
Oh yeah, this was night before last. I was bedridden. And you know that's my bedhead hair right there. It's not the perfectly combed and brushed hair that you guys see every morning. A lot of people say I look a lot like one of our founding fathers. And,
Oh,
you know,
well, you're about as old as one. I mean, just kidding, Bill. All right.
well, yeah,
Oh,
I'm
Lord,
working on it though. Hey everybody, I just wanted to stop in and say hi. I can't be with Cindy this morning
no,
or tomorrow. I had a prior obligation
across the hall,
across the hall.
helping out, being a team player,
It's just the way it goes.
and parents is high.
Hey Perrin, how are you?
And we were just discussing the people that aren't inducted in or like not part of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame yet. And so Mike is saying, how are they voted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? No, there's a list of people like Bad Company, Boston, Johnny and Edgar Winter aren't in there. I mean, there's so many. Our Huey Lewis and the News, Bachman Turner Overdrive. I mean, all these. Ozzy Osbourne's not even in there.
You know, and they keep past 2 years. It looks like they're inducting another iconic artist.
Willie Nelson.
Yeah, and last year it was
Dolly
Dolly Parton. A lot of people said, "Well, they're not exactly rock and roll."
See, that's what I said.
You know, and I think when people say that, they're right.
Right.
But they also kind of they crossed over.
They do
with their songs. What I mean, they're known for their music, and maybe that's got something.
I'm gonna
to
show
do
you
with it,
this.
I don't know.
Look at some of these people. I'm showing Bill the list right now. Three Dog Night, 38 Special, Thin Lizzy, Styx.
These are people that are
these are not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. REO Speedwagon.
Wow.
You know, the Monkees,
Dang.
Meatloaf, Huey Lewis, Jethro Tull,
Wow, yeah.
INXS,
There's a ton of people.
The Guess Who, Grand Funk, Peter Frampton, Foreigner. I mean, it's just
Dang.
Joe Cocker.
It's amazing.
But yet, and like I said, no disrespect to Dolly Parton, but
No,
Dolly Parton's in. Hello.
Yeah, she's got this one song, Jolene.
Jolene.
And I think
Jolene.
it's the closest thing to a rock song. But I can tell you one thing, and I don't mean to start a debate with Dolly Parton and Willie here. That's really not what we're doing. But she's working on a rock and roll album, a rock album.
She is.
And I bet it's going to be great because I just knew one thing about Dolly: anything she touches turns to gold.
Yes, yes,
definitely.
I have a joke. Speaking of Jolene,
okay.
So my friend Joe went on the Dolly Parton diet. Now Joe can say he's lean.
Aha! Wait a minute, changing your pay rate on you? What's going on?
Yeah, Gary decided since I was doing the job of two.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna get double pay.
I should get double pay.
Well, it's up to you, Gary.
I like how Gary thinks.
Yeah. So next time,
Island
Gary.
in the sand, or island in the sky, or islands in the streams. Yeah, that is what we are. Yeah, her and Kenny Rogers.
Yeah, not Bill and Cindy.
Yeah, no.
All right, guys, we'll be back together Monday right here.
Yep.
Facebook Live. Looking forward to it. I missed the heck out of you guys. I really have. So
well,
looking forward to it.
At one point in time, Gary said Bill who, so I'm not sure if they did. Just picking.
Gary, you and I are gonna have to meet. We're gonna have to see out.
We've been talking about all kinds of different things, like money, no object. Where would you have a vacation house?
Hawaii.
Oh.
I like Hawaii. I've never been there. Somewhere on the Mediterranean. One of those Greek islands.
Sure, Bill.
Sure.
Parents just said sure, Bill.
Well, whatever.
I'm thinking Caribbean. It's closer. You don't have to fly all the way across the big ocean.
True.
But anyway.
All right.
Go back to your thing.
See ya.
Christopher Cross. Okay, Christopher Cross. I could possibly do that. Rodney. Thank you very much for that. All right, we're about to do. Well, I've got 3.5 minutes. I didn't realize still that much time. Um, we can't see eye to eye. You sure? Okay, that's funny. All right, that was funny. Um, what do I call my husband? His name is Scott. I call him Scott. He's just Mr. D on the radio. I I've just always called him Mr. D. I don't know why. He's just been. I guess in the beginning, um, when I first started like working at the radio station where I used to work, that I was there for however long I was. He's just Mr. D because I wanted him to stay kind of anonymous, not letting people know who he was. Um, and so I just called him Mr. D, and he was always Mr. D. So, but his name is Scott. Let me think. What else? And I don't know how short you are, Gary, but you couldn't see it eye to eye with Mr. D either. He's 6'2". He's a tall man. I'm 5'6" and he's 6'2". So we had this difference. It's like, and my aunt, she was like 5'2" and her husband was like 6'4" or something. And so there was a real big difference. And my daughter, her husband is 6'2" and she's only 5 feet tall. So it's like a big difference that way too. But they look cute together. I just kicked something and I had no idea what I kicked. My mother, they transferred her from the hospital last night late to a rehab facility because she cracked her rib. And thank you for asking, by the way. She cracked her rib, so they have to like get her so she can move. McGuire is neither. Well, it is my stage name, and no, I picked the name McGuire just so we could show me the money. From Jerry Maguire, and I figured it would work, and it did for a little while, but not so much now. But anyway, um, but my mom is, and evidently she was cussing the staff up and down, and she's being very angry, and I know it's dementia. I'm guessing it's like really kicking in, because she is not acting like my mother would ever act. She's being very mean and very resentful and very difficult. Um, and I don't know how long she's going to be in the rehab facility to get her, moving a little bit so they don't re-crack her rib. And then she'll go back to her assisted living facility at one point in time. We just don't know. It's just it's stressing me out. It's taking up a lot of my mental capacity right now. I have 51 seconds. I'm gonna do this so I can see here. Hold on here. Um, but no, yeah, McGuire is my on-air name. But Cindy is my real name, I will tell you that. I do know that. Hold on here a second. I'm getting ready to do Today in Music History. So I have to get myself prepared for that. There we go. Okay, I am ready. I am lined up, and I have 20 seconds left to go. See how that works? All right. Here we go, boys and girls. Boils and goils. 102.5 The Shark. Bill and Cindy in the morning. Killer hits all day like a prayer. That is Madonna. Good morning. It is 8:24. Lots of sunshine, breezy today. High along the coast, 63 near 70 inland. Partly cloudy tonight, down to 50. And then tomorrow, sunshine again, 65 along the coast, 72 inland. Barco is checking in at 51. Gates has 53. And here at the Shark, we have 52. And it is now time for Today in Music, brought to you by Tap That OBX. Open until 9 p.m. with your favorite beers, bourbons, and tequilas. Free pool, foosball, and shuffleboard too. Come hang out and relax with friends in their new laid-back space in Kitty Hawk at Tap That OBX. Back in 2003, Madonna had the #1 album with American Life. It's the singer's fifth U.S. #1. Courtney Love placed an ad in the Seattle Times selling the house that she had shared with Kurt Cobain back in 1997. It was 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, and it was on the market for $3 million. Now, the carriage house where Kurt Cobain died had been knocked down during refurbishment. In 1991, Phil Collins received an honorary Doctor of Music degree from Berklee College of Music during ceremonies in Boston. Also in 1991, the state of Texas celebrated its first ZZ Top Day, celebrating the band's success around the world. In 1976, Kiss performed their first concert ever. 1973, Led Zeppelin opened their 1973 US tour, which was billed as the biggest and most profitable rock and roll tour in the history of the US. The group grossed over $4 million from their dates. Wow, that was back in 1973 too. That was like a lot of money. Also, in 1959, the first Grammy Awards were announced. For birthdays today in the world of music, Lance Bass, who's singer with NSYNC, 44 years old. Randy Travis, famous country singer with a really deep voice, he is 64 years old. Mick Mars, who is the guitar player with Motley Crue, he is turning 72 today. And also turning 72 today is Jackie Jackson. He was with the Jackson 5, and that is today in music, which means now it's vote time. It's your chance to be a winner of a two-piece chicken dinner from Bojangles. Very simple to qualify. 252-441-1025. That's the number that you get to text us the word Grammy. Since today, back in 1959, is when the first Grammy Awards were announced. Grammy. Text it to 252-441-1025. We had your forecast on the way, and of course, another long set of killer hits coming up. All right. Okie dokie. Do I have that?
The story.
Yep. Okay, I got this. All right. That is that. Hi, Miss Lisa. Phew. It's been a busy morning already. Very busy morning. And I actually have the window open here so I can smell the breeze. All right, my grandson asked why I called my wife Sweetie, Honey Buns, Cutie, and Pretty Lady. I told him I forgot her name and afraid to ask her. Oh, he is in. Yeah, it's sad how bad it. Well, what is it Randy Travis has? I'm trying to think what Randy Travis has. Yeah, you have a birthday coming up. Didn't you say Mother's Day is your birthday this year, parent, if I remember correctly? On the 14th. I will be driving home from Virginia that day because I'm going to visit my mother for Mother's Day weekend. I'm not going this weekend, I'm going next weekend. All right, Gary, yeah, you're funny. Yes, all right, her birthday is on Mother's Day. I remember that. I don't know why I remember that, but I remember that when you said I didn't do the math on the 10 days. I just remember you saying that your birthday was on Mother's Day this year. All right, who is registering to jump out of an airplane? It's technically for Mother's Day, but it doesn't have to be your mom. It could be your wife. It could be your girlfriend. It could be your sister. It could be you yourself. All you have to do is go to 1025theshark.com. I do always do it by myself because Mr. D, or we can call him Scott, whatever, he has a business here. And it's he's sort of on call 24/7. So I know you won't do it, parent. I can't decide if I'd do it or not. I'm scared to death of heights, just like you, parent. So I don't know if I would do the jumping out of an airplane, but if somebody pushes me, um, oh, thank you. I know your birthday's coming up later too. Your birthday's towards the end of this month, Rodney. So you and Perrin both have birthdays this month. I hope you have a great day too, Rodney, and I'll definitely try to sneak some on there for you. When I'm doing all this, it's hard to go through and find stuff. You're scared. Victoria's is scared of heights too. See, somebody would have to push me. I would just have to close my eyes, and they would and it's a tandem jump. So you're not just floating by yourself. They're actually, you're attached to somebody. They're behind you. That's actually a good, that knows how to skydive, obviously, who's trained in it and is certified and everything else. But I do fly, but I don't fly to my mom's. My mom's is a 6-hour drive, so I always do it by myself. But that's why I have to do it by myself, is because Mr. D has to stay here in this area, because his business, he is kind of on 24 call 20. Like for instance, this morning the phone rang at 3:50 in the morning, and it's part of the business, and yeah. See, you're funny. No, I do fly, Mike. I have no problems flying in an airplane. My brother he's got his private pilot's license. He used to have an airplane. He and my uncle had bought an airplane together, but they sold it a few years ago. Just a little, I want to say it wasn't a Cessna. It was like a Stinson or something like that. I don't remember what it was, But he actually took me up, and we flew around one time in his plane. And my uncle actually took me up a long time ago when I was younger in his plane. So I would see, I would do it if somebody, Lisa said, let's jump. I would jump, possibly. I would, but you'd have to push me out. I mean, they're literally gonna have to push me out. I'll go up in the plane and have no problems, and they can open up that door, but I'm gonna have my eye, I mean, literally, I will be like this, and I will not be looking towards the edge, and they can just push me out, and then I'll be fine. I'll scream the whole way down, but then I'll start laughing and I'll love every minute of it because I've heard it's exhilarating, it's thrilling, it's just, one of those moments. Um, oh no, I can't hand no, I can't. It depends on if I'm in an airplane, it doesn't bother me. If, whatever. But like when I start to walk up a tower, I mean, literally, even on Jockey's Ridge crossing, they have that little tiny like crow's nest that goes up to the top above. I start walking up that and I just get the whole, this isn't happening. Nope, nope, nope. And I have to sit down and I just start getting like hyperventilate. It's crazy. I don't know why I can't handle that. I've ziplined even, and they had to push me off the platform because there's no way I couldn't get near it. They literally had to push me, and then and I was fine. But it's just it's being at the edge of something and looking down and see. No, I can't do that. Can't do it. So, and if I did parasailing, I'd be fine too. Even though I'd be way up in the air, I'd be okay with it because it was like a gradual whatever. And once I got up there, I'd be fine because I didn't have to go to the edge and step off. Um, I even went up in the Empire State Building. I didn't go to the 104th floor or whatever one you can go to. I was at the 82nd floor or 84th floor observatory floor or observation level and observation deck, whatever they call it. And I was fine there. I could look at as long as I'm looking out, I can do that fine. But if they asked me to like walk on a piece of glass where I could see way down below, not gonna happen. I no. And then they have that bridge that's in like West Virginia that's completely glass bottomed, and you can walk all the way from one mountain or maybe it's in Tennessee. Maybe it's down in Tennessee. I think it is actually. And there's no way I could do. I would. I couldn't freak it. I couldn't handle it. I would freak out. All right, guys. I got to get a few things lined up here. Got some weather and stuff coming up. Got a couple things I got to talk about. And Perrin, I would probably have an accident too, but I wouldn't care. I'd laugh the whole time because my pee would be flying everywhere, or whatever else that was coming out would be flying everywhere, and it would be funny. All right, but I'm going to say farewell until tomorrow, and hope you guys have a fantastic day. And thank you so much for joining me and hanging out. And we'll do it again tomorrow. Okay, sound like a plan? I think it sounds like a plan. We will talk then. Bye, guys. Great day. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you.